Hey guys, Mike Brandenstein with the Worship Bass Workshop. Today I want to show you a way to sweeten up your bass line. I wouldn't really call this a trick, but this would be an enhancement or a different way to play your bass lines to sweeten them up. Okay, now I'm going to show you using the chorus of Good Good Father. It's pretty simple bass line, but I'm going to show you how we could sweeten it up by just playing this a different way. Not changing the notes, but playing them differently, okay? And what are we going to do? We're going to play using different octaves, okay? So, what is an octave? Now, if you're brand new to bass, if you're brand new to music, let me at least cover what an octave is. An octave, very simply, oct is 8, so it's the 8th note in the scale. In other words, it's the same note, but it's higher, okay? Or lower. I should say that. I want to make sure it's higher or lower. So, an example of that is we're going to play in the key of A. So, if I do the A major scale here, my 8th note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, is the same note I started with. So it's A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. It's the higher one, okay? So we're going to start off. I'm going to hit my little, let's see what happens there, okay? I'm going to hit my metronome, cue the music, and we're going to play the chorus. Now the chorus is D, A, B, E. Okay, I'm just going to play it very simply at one octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's that. Now, I'm going to play it now in a different octave and see what you think, see how it changes the feel of this song, okay? Here we go. We're starting off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was the simplest form. Now, the way we could do that is once we get comfortable with these chords, with these chord changes, and with adding a little bit of fill, adding some fills to it, some slides, hammer-ons, pull-offs, all that stuff, we can really dress up this bass line with just some very simple moves, I guess. So, but all we're covering today is just the octave. So think about any line that you're playing, and preferably, now this is where the art of what we do comes in, right? Because you have to decide, where's this octave going, where is this line going to be played in a higher octave? Where should it be played in a higher octave? Where should it be played in a lower octave? And that's where you want to kind of listen to the song, experiment. Hopefully you're experimenting during practice. But, you know, experiment all you can and talk to other people, talk to other bass players. Shoot me an email. And by the way, I offer online lessons. If you're interested, information's on my website at worshipbassworkshop.com, okay? So now let's look at this, playing it with a little more dressed up, okay? But changing octaves. I'll play the first time on the lower octave, then shift to the higher octave. Now, I can do that again, and this time I want to show you one other thing. What we did there was we split up the octaves. We played one octave at the beginning, one octave at the end. Sometimes if you want to kind of build, usually you're going to play the higher octave first, like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the lower. Okay, now another thing that we can do is now we can even split the line itself into different octaves. So what I would do is I would play maybe the first line, maybe the first note, which is a D. I'd play that right here on my 5th fret, and then instead of playing this lower A, I would shift up to the higher A, and then to the higher B, which is on the 9th fret of my D string, and then go down to the lower E. So the other important thing here is get to know where your notes are. The better you can become familiar with your neck, the more free you're going to be to play these whenever you feel the spirit move, okay? Because really, there are times, once you get a good knowledge, a good feel for your neck, it's really a sweet time when you are playing a song and you have something you want to play and you're just able to play it. And that's kind of where you want to get, right? So, the last thing I want to do is show you how I might do a lower octave. Now, I do this on my cover video of this song, and the way we would do it is I'll play the D, then the A, then the B, then I might come down to that open E, which works really nicely because it kind of gives that real nice bottom feel, and it kind of provides a little, little structure there for the song for going into the next part. Okay, so those are just some ideas of how you might apply octaves in a song. Now, really, you can do this in any song as long as you're familiar with where to find the octave, okay? The cool thing about the bass, last thing I'm going to say, the cool thing about the bass is we're tuned in fourths all the way, so your patterns are going to be repetitious. So a G major scale here is going to look the same on the neck or different places on the neck. So I don't even have to think about a different pattern because it's going to repeat. Wherever you have that G, that major scale is going to happen. So if you're playing this lick here or this chorus part from Good Good Father, and you're playing D, A, then E, then B, then E, then you're going to have that same pattern no matter where you are. There you go. D, A, B, E. So they're going to be the same distance, same fingering pattern. All you got to know now is where to find those notes, okay? And that is something that really, as you do this, you'll get to know it. It'll start to become more natural, but you just got to put the time in to do it, okay? So email me with any questions, any comments. You can find all my contact information on my website, worshipbassworkshop.com, or you can also find some of it, I think, on my YouTube channel. But until next time, this is Mike Brandenstein with the Worship Bass Workshop.